We are seeing such huge changes in AI and cryptocurrency right now that it will be impossible to fully understand how fast technology is moving forward. It will happen so fast that most of us won't even notice that these businesses have taken over the world. I mean that most of the strong runs in cryptocurrency happened in a 10-day period. That's easy to miss if you don't keep an eye on the markets every day. And the kind of technology revolution we're in now isn't that different, but in the future there will be many more technological changes going on at the same time. Both AI and cryptocurrency are coming together in ways that we would never have thought possible in the past. But Cathie Wood is going to tell us in today's video how fast this industry takeover is going to happen, how it will affect the prices of our favorite cryptocurrencies, and a lot more. You guys need to hit that like button because I spent a lot of time studying and making this video. So let's get right to it. Okay. Let me explain what it shows. It shows how quickly we expect these technologies to change because the costs have dropped so much. Additionally, it shows how our company is set up. Our expert duties are not split up by sector, industry, or sub-industry. This is because technology is breaking the lines between and within industries, and these technologies are now coming together. For established experts, it will look like a world in chaos. Yes, we did have Tesla. I know we talk about him a lot, but he's the poster child for what's going to happen here. It is a robot business. It is a business that stores energy. It's an AI business. Apple has been on our radar for a while now. From an AI point of view, we think that self-driving cars are the best mobile gadgets ever. Gone for it, but we kept losing managers. They're pretty much giving up on it now. That was our first sign that Apple would have a hard time with AI. So yeah, it was really interesting to hear all the different opinions and debates about what this implies for Apple. Of course, it's not bad, but people in our company have two different opinions. It's good for Apple, for example. They'll be able to add all of these features and functions on top of each other. They know a lot about their readers already. One of my friends told me about the new features they were bringing out. I was safe. I thought that was very interesting that they were going to keep me safe in this world. So it makes sense that our Apple expert, Nick Grues, was very happy. This sounds like it would be great to him. The next update cycle is one thing it will do. Since there's something new, it should be a good one. That's all there is to it. Over there, it is more than just a better camera. On the other side of the argument, our top futurist, Brett Winton, who you may know, says, wait a minute, Apple is known for privacy and security. I agree with him a little. And yes, these features, which didn't sound very exciting at start, will be added. They are going to roll them out, which will make these Apple phones a little more interesting. That being said, AI is busy with a lot of things, and some companies will not be limited by this. You can say that they are not limited, restricted, or anything else. Who will come up with some crazy new ideas that people will really like? Privacy and security should be a top consideration. Apple won't be able to use them the same way, though. This has set us up, and it's part of the Mag 7 or Mag 6 versus rest of disruptive innovation. Do you know if those are those companies? Is it there? There's nothing to lose? Yes, radical innovation has a past of making things worse. It's just that we don't know who will make what controversial goods to get rid of them. The apps were also a bit of a risk for Apple. We might not need to use these apps after all. That tax might not have to be paid by the builders, like with ChatGPT and other people. We can just go where we want, ask for what we want, and get it. Of course, that's too simple. As for being the prime research, I think it's been proven that Google paid Apple $20 billion to be the leader. So yes, the old way of life is going to change in a way that I think most people don't fully understand yet. As Cathie Wood just said, the relationship between standard tech companies and AI companies is just the beginning. She will finally talk about how AI, tech, and blockchain will all work together to form one big company, information superpower that also serves as utility for all the people who use it every day. This is what will eventually grow into a quadrillion-dollar market, the biggest market the world has ever seen, because it's so cheap to create a huge amount of value for everyone in this ecosystem. This is the way things are going to go in the future, and it's really amazing and full of hope in many ways. Because of this, I need you all to pay close attention, because what's coming here will be very good for all of our favorite coins. At ARK, we have 4 people who work on crypto in general, one that is just for Bitcoin on-chain data. Based on those, we think we are halfway through this bull market. I also don't think we're halfway through the price rise. At the end of a bull market, prices tend to go through the roof. We don't know where that came from, but we have a strong feeling about it based on on-chain analytics that compare them to the short 10-year past, or a little more than that. That was in the middle of the bull market. It's interesting that many people think, okay, the boom is over, and we've had a great showing since the ETFs went public in January. We're in the fight, David vs. Goliath, and we're very happy with where we are. As of now, though, not a single one of the big banks, we call them wirehouses, has added Bitcoin to its platform. Not even a Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF. All of them are doing what they need to do. What I think will happen is that in the next few months, but one will, and it might not be one of the big ones, it might be a small independent RIA like LPL, which tends to move a bit faster. All of them will pretty much follow once you find one with a spot Bitcoin ETF on its site. But you can go to an online exchange like Robinhood and others, and they are also more likely to try new things. That's 2030, so our bull case number is more than 1.5 million. Our base is around $650,000, which means that by 2030, it will have grown 10 times. There are three big pieces that make it up. That's one, and I'd put it sounds like retail sales, but these are people who make decisions for banks like B of A, Merrill Lynch, and others. That's one. The second is that this can be used instead of gold. Because of this, we think it will take over half of the gold market, especially since younger people want to spread. Then there's the insurance plan. If you're interested in emerging markets, I recently went to El Salvador and had the pleasure of meeting their top officials. They are leading the way by making it legal tender and giving their people it. It's so interesting to see how they do it in secret. Bitcoin has really reached 50 to 60 million Americans and is now a problem in this election year. In fact, it's the main problem for a lot of people. That's why I was able to get 76 Democrats to support the Financial Innovation Technology Act of the 21st century, or FIT21. This became an election year issue for the Republicans, whether they were taking crypto as campaign funds or saying they would support the right to self-custody. That's a big one. That's a huge deal for Bitcoin. We agree on a lot of things, even though we have an ETF that could be a control driver. We believe both to be true. Early users and people who learn more about the environment will be able to keep their own things. Then just getting people to understand what this movement is and how strong it is. So a spot Bitcoin ETF does that, because once you have one, you want to know even more about it. Yes, we don't usually do that every year, but I think that the platforms adding the spot Bitcoin ETF will be the next big thing if we're in the middle of a boom market. Yes, I think that will happen this year. Some of our potential clients, the platforms told us that they would need 6 to 9 months to think about it. And now we're into the 6 months. So I think that in the fall, at least one of them will add the AAA spot Bitcoin ETF to their list. That, I think, will be the next dream. It's kind of cool what they need to do. I remember having in the last, I think it was the last time, a lot of folks, you know, we went through the halving and everyone was waiting for the pop, but it never came. To begin with, it didn't happen because a lot of people are looking forward to it. I have kind of watched it though, just let's say, and then all of a sudden, that means they might happen at the same time in the fourth quarter of this year. It might be really cool. Wow, I have to say that Cathie Wood's topics and talk were really very insightful. She really showed us what technology, AI, and cryptocurrency can do together in the future. This is and I truly believe that if we all do this the right way, we will have a wonderful future where we all work less and have more time and freedom to enjoy our lives. Thank you for watching. If you're excited about the future and think that Bitcoin, XRP, HBAR, and all of our other favorite cryptocurrencies on this channel will do very well because of this great news, please like and follow. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.